Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Mike McCarthy is the producer behind the boards. It's that time of the year where we go through all 32 teams with our 7-round mock draft. And before we get started, let's take a look at the mock draft rules. First, these picks are based off what I would do as the GM of the team, not based off what I think will happen or what will actually happen in April's draft. And we use Football Game Plan Scouting's prospect rankings and big board, which you could find at footballgameplan.com/FBGP scouting. These picks are based off what I believe the team needs are, and there are no trades in this mock draft. And finally, it's only a mock draft, so you can relax that sphincter and enjoy the video. The Patriots have 12 picks in this year's draft, and picking last in round 1, they get a steal in Jeffrey Simmons out of Mississippi State. The 6'4", 310-pounder would easily be a top 10 pick if he not suffered an injury during his pre-draft prep. Adding him here and allowing him to take his time coming back to the field would give the Patriots a bona fide blue-chip prospect at a position of need down the line. With multiple second-round picks, I was able to add the Pats quarterback of the future in West Virginia's Will Grier, and I like Grier as a player. Always has since he stabilized that Florida Gators offense back as a freshman. His game is very similar to that of Baker Mayfield and would be the type of player that'll be ready to step in 17 years from now when Tom Brady decides to retire at 60 years old. But all jokes aside, the former Mountaineer is a very good quarterback. Adding tight end Irv Smith Jr. here as well in the second round, Smith to me is the perfect H-back prospect with solid run after the catch skills, and it wouldn't surprise me to see the Patriots either double down or triple down on this position in the actual draft. With the first of 3 third-round picks, I went with Miles Boykin out of Notre Dame. He's a very talented, bigger wideout that is able to consistently work himself open and would give New England a starting X-receiver out there on the perimeter. And I'm a big fan of the athleticism and versatility of Wisconsin offensive lineman Michael Dieter. He's able to play virtually anywhere up front and will provide good depth and starting potential along the offensive line for New England. Defensive end John Kaminsky out of Charleston has the type of upside at the position that the Patriots covet. A former quarterback turned defensive end, Kaminsky is still mastering the nuances of the position and is coming off a stellar season at Charleston and excellent week at the Senior Bowl. And I want to add depth to the secondary with cornerback Jordan Miller out of Washington, a long, lanky corner who can run. Definitely has a place in the secondary for the Patriots. In the 6th round, I added a highly productive Benny Snell out of Kentucky. He was the emotional leader and bell cow for this Wildcats offense and could be the pace setter and closer for this Patriots running game. Now, New England does have 4 7th-round picks, and I want to add guys that have some good special teams value in addition to bringing good skills to the table. Wide receiver Terry Godwin out of Georgia and Delvon Randall out of Temple were Shrine Game participants, with Godwin being named MVP of the game and quite honestly was the MVP of the week. He plays fast throughout the play and is one tough wideout. Randall has great position versatility and he can serve as a free safety, strong safety, slot corner, doesn't matter. And we all know that the more you can do, the more attractive you are to head coach Bill Belichick. And it's all about upgrading the receiver position around Tom Brady, and I like the consistency of Jacoby Myers out of NC State. An unsung prospect in this class, Myers would give New England yet another talented target on the perimeter. And wrapping up the Patriots draft with a sleeper tight end prospect in Charles Scarff out of Delaware. He's capable of playing inline and also as a flex guy if need be. He's an excellent route runner and has A+ catching ability. His tape was really good, and he raised some eyebrows recently with this pro day performance. So keep an eye on this name as the draft process rolls along. So that's a wrap here from the Football Game Plan Scouting Studios. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Be sure to follow me on all of my social media accounts. Don't forget to check out and subscribe on iTunes, the Football Game Plan Podcast, where you can find our Scout Team podcast, which features a bunch of prospect interviews from the 2019 class. And as always, subscribe to the Football Game Plan Network located at youtube.com/footballgameplan.